Blackstone Audio presents Starman Jones by Robert A. Heinlein. For my friend Jim Smith. 1. The Tomahawk. Max liked this time of day, this time of year. With the crops in, he could finish his evening chores early and be lazy. When he had slopped the hogs and fed the chickens, instead of getting supper, he followed a path to a rise west of the barn and lay down in the grass, unmindful of chiggers. He had a book with him that he had drawn from the county library last Saturday, Bonfort's Sky Beasts, a guide to exotic zoology, but he tucked it under his head as a pillow. A blue jay made remarks about his honesty, then shut up when he failed to move. A red squirrel sat on a stump and stared at him, then went on burying nuts. Max kept his eyes on the northwest. He favored this spot because from it he could see the steel stilts and guide rings of the Chicago, Springfield, and Earthport Ring Road emerge from a slash in the ridge to his right. There was a guide ring at the mouth of the cut, a great steel hoop 20 feet high. A pair of stilt-like tripods supported another ring 100 feet from the cut. A third and last ring, its stilts more than 100 feet high to keep it level with the others, lay west of him, where the ground dropped still more sharply into the valley below. Halfway up it, he could see the power link antenna pointing across the gap. On his left, the guides of the CS&E picked up again on the far side of the gap. The entering ring was larger to allow for maximum windage deviation. On its stilts was the receptor antenna for the power link. That ridge was steeper. There was only one more ring before the road disappeared into a tunnel. He had read that on the moon, entrance rings were no larger than pass-along rings, since there was never any wind to cause variation in ballistic. When he was a child, this entrance ring had been slightly smaller and, during an unprecedented windstorm, a train had struck the ring and produced an unbelievable wreck, with more than 400 people killed. He had not seen it, and his father had not allowed him to poke around afterwards because of the carnage, but the scar of it could still be seen on the left-hand ridge, a darker green than the rest. He watched the trains go by whenever possible, not wishing the passengers any bad luck, but still, if there should happen to be a catastrophe, he didn't want to miss it. Max kept his eyes fixed on the cut. The Tomahawk was due any instant. Suddenly, there was a silver gleam. A shining cylinder with needle nose burst out of...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?